Welcome, dear friends. I'm Masood, a space geek. Today we're going to be talking about 5 TV series or Optimistic Sci-fi TV series that I think are very underrated, but I recommend that you watch. Please note that this is not a complete list by any means. I'm going to list this series in chronological order. Number 5, Alien Nation. Alien Nation, even though it went for one series, it had a huge impact on me. At its heart, it's basically a refugee story. It is something that a whole lot of us that have migrated to other countries can relate to. While the series tackled a lot of social issues like racism and bigotry, its core message was what appealed to me, and that is that 2 different cultures can come together and live together in harmony and peace. Number 4, Ocean Girl. Ocean Girl was an Australian production. It was a teen or a young adult series. It went for 4 seasons. While at the time it was very popular and it was released all around the world, I think it went pretty much unnoticed with adults. It has a lot of wonderful things in it, besides a wonderful story and really good stories. It has underwater research stations, aliens, sea creatures, and spaceships. Yes, in later seasons, you're going to see a spaceship. Now, I recommend this because it is something that the whole family can watch. It was a low budget, so excuse some of the low budget sets, but the story really carried it through, and the actors and the cast and crew were really wonderful. They did a brilliant job. Number 3, Mercy Point. Mercy Point also ran for 1 season, and it was released at the height of the Optimistic Sci-fi era in the late 90s. I love the premise of the series, and that was a hospital in space, in deep space, looking after the health of the humans and aliens alike. The series didn't get to a good start. It had some rather funky science in it, but I believe it had great potential. If it went on further for a couple more seasons, I think it would have found its audience. Number 2, the Sarah Jane Adventures. The beloved character from Doctor Who, Sarah Jane, one of my favorites, got her own series. That's right, she got her own series, which was awesome. It was a series that was missed by most adults, but it was very popular by teenagers, and it's one that I recommend that the whole family can watch together. It had all the elements of Doctor Who, but in a more positive and lighter way. Number 1, Timeless. Timeless ran for 2 seasons, and it's based on time travel. While time travel is a pseudoscience, it's still enjoyable to watch and think about the possibilities, the what ifs. Now, the series does start fairly dark, and dark doesn't necessarily mean that it's not optimistic, but stick with it. It does develop some complexities and character stories that are very much optimistic. I love the series because not only it gives you great adventure, but it also gives you history lessons. It goes through some of the history that I didn't know about, and it's a wonderful learning tool. What's your suggestion of an optimistic sci-fi TV show that was underrated?